Am I the a-hole for blowing up at the school's guidance counselor for refusing to give my son an IEP after trying for years? Whew. Hi, I, 48 male, have been trying to get my 15-year-old son an IEP for almost a decade. We have moved schools multiple times and have been moved counties or have even moved counties once just to try to get him a proper education. He is a brilliant student, but the generalized education system has done him a disservice for years. He is chronically absent, can barely write, has even commented that he cannot read his own handwriting and trying to write is painful and cannot focus a lot of the time. So it sounds like dysgraphia and ADHD so far. He has multiple diagnoses, which I do not feel safe listing, but generally would be enough to qualify for an IEP due to the severity. He has already had to go to a psychiatric hospital due to stress load from school, and he keeps going at this. And if he keeps going at this rate, I don't know what to do. Usually, a psychiatric hospital will do it for an IEP. He has already been retained in eighth grade once. That should also do it, and is at high risk of dropping out. I had a meeting with our son's guidance counselor to hopefully figure things out and ask for an IEP. She pulls up last year's state testing scores and finds that they are quite high and informs me that my son does not qualify and tells me that maybe he isn't trying hard enough. State scores are just but one measure, okay, to determine whether a kid's disability is affecting them at school. And it doesn't always have to be academic. It can be functional, which sounds like he has a lot of functional issues. That was when I snapped. I yelled at this woman, telling her that if she can't see past a test score that my son is struggling, then maybe she shouldn't have be the one to judge what my son needs. He has put in a lot of effort at school and needs more help than what they have been giving him. I immediately leave the office and sign out my kids. I told my coworkers about this, and one of them said I went too far and shouldn't have yelled at the guidance counselor. Okay, I'm not big on yelling, but whatever. My girlfriend who works with me came to my defense, saying my son has struggled for years and I was doing what I needed to do to get them to take me seriously. I feel like maybe I'm the a-hole and did go too far, as the lady was simply trying to do her job. However, I had enough people telling me my son was not trying hard enough when he was putting in so much effort. His mental health collapsed in on itself. Am I the a-hole? For yelling, I will not allow my clients to yell at parents or teachers in the meetings. I'm a special education advocate, so I represent parents and kids in these meetings. I don't like the yelling. And the yelling does not, unfortunately, like your girlfriend is saying, the yelling doesn't really do anything. As a matter of fact, emotions in an IEP meeting have the opposite effect. Crying, yelling, all of that have the opposite effect on team. It's not going to get you anywhere. You might as well save it for later. However, taking this from an advocate's approach, a guidance counselor is not the only person that is in charge of determining whether your son is eligible for an IEP. The IEP eligibility is there's an actual legal definition to what is considered the eligibility process, and it's not just asking somebody and having them tell you, well, his grades are high. Hopefully this man understands next time to put his concerns in writing to not just the counselor, to get a prior written notice if he is denied a meeting, and to move forward from there. But yelling, not going to get you anywhere. What do you guys think?